Imagine a world where humanity's collective thoughts, dreams, and experiences converge into a single, unified consciousness. This is not a scene from science fiction, but a potential next stage in human evolution. A future where the boundaries of individual minds blur, giving rise to a global mind of unimaginable power and complexity. This essay explores the profound implications of such a transformation, delving into the opportunities and challenges of a world united by a shared consciousness. The emergence of a global mind would mark a turning point in human history, fundamentally altering our understanding of self, society, and the universe. It would be the culmination of millennia of human connection, from the early tribes huddled around flickering fires to the interconnected digital networks of today. With the barriers of individual minds dissolved, humanity would enter a new era of existence, one characterized by unparalleled unity, empathy, and understanding. But this unity would come at a price. The concept of individual identity, with its unique perspectives and experiences, would inevitably fade. Privacy, as we know it, would cease to exist. The collective consciousness would be privy to every thought, every dream, every secret. This raises profound ethical and philosophical questions about the nature of individuality, freedom, and the very essence of what it means to be human. As we stand on the precipice of this unprecedented transformation, it is imperative to grapple with its implications. What would it mean to live in a world where every mind is connected, where every thought is shared? How would we navigate the challenges and harness the potential of such a profound shift in human existence? The answers to these questions will shape the future of our species and determine the fate of consciousness itself. The most immediate consequence of a unified consciousness would be a complete and irreversible end to secrecy. Every thought, every feeling, every fleeting impulse would be laid bare before the global mind. This radical transparency would revolutionize human interaction, eliminating deception and fostering an era of unprecedented honesty. Imagine a world without lies, secrets, or hidden agendas. Political negotiations would be conducted in the full light of shared awareness. Criminal justice would be transformed, as guilt or innocence would be instantly apparent to all. Interpersonal relationships would be redefined, built on a foundation of complete openness and vulnerability. This newfound transparency would extend beyond individual interactions, reshaping the very fabric of society. Governments and institutions would be forced to operate with absolute accountability, their actions and decisions subject to the scrutiny of the collective mind. Corruption and abuse of power would be nearly impossible to conceal, ushering in an era of unprecedented ethical conduct. However, this radical transparency would not come without its challenges. The loss of privacy could feel stifling, even suffocating. The ability to keep one's thoughts and feelings private is often seen as fundamental to individual autonomy and freedom of expression. In a world of complete transparency, these cherished values would need to be redefined and renegotiated. The impact of a unified consciousness on creativity would be equally profound. Imagine a world where artistic expression flows from a single, boundless wellspring of inspiration, where the symphony of human imagination is composed not by individual artists, but by the collective will of billions. Architecture, for instance, would no longer be confined to the vision of a single architect. Buildings would become living, evolving expressions of the collective aesthetic, molded by the shared desires and aspirations of the global mind. Cities would transform into sprawling organic structures, reflecting the ebb and flow of collective thought. Literature, too, would be revolutionized. Novels would become tapestries woven from the threads of countless imaginations, stories told and retold, evolving with each passing moment. The very notion of authorship would dissolve, replaced by a fluid, collaborative process of creation that transcends individual identity. However, this collective creativity would not be without its potential drawbacks. The uniformity of thought that underpins a unified consciousness could lead to a homogenization of artistic expression. The vibrant diversity of individual styles and perspectives, so essential to human creativity, could be lost in the vast ocean of the collective mind. Perhaps the most exciting prospect of a unified consciousness lies in its potential to accelerate human progress. With the combined intellectual and creative power of billions working in unison, scientific breakthroughs and technological innovations could occur at an unprecedented rate. Imagine a world where the world's brightest minds are no longer hindered by geographical boundaries or intellectual silos. A world where the collective focus of humanity can be brought to bear on solving the most pressing challenges facing our species, from climate change and resource scarcity to disease and poverty. Space exploration would be another prime beneficiary of a unified consciousness. With the collective will and resources of humanity at its disposal, venturing beyond our terrestrial cradle would no longer be a distant dream, but an inevitable next step. The vastness of space, with all its mysteries and wonders, would beckon humanity forward, fueled by the shared thirst for knowledge and exploration. This collective pursuit of knowledge and progress would be driven by a profound sense of shared purpose and destiny. The individual triumphs and setbacks that characterize our current existence would fade into the background, replaced by the grand narrative of humanity's collective journey. The emergence of a unified consciousness would undoubtedly present humanity with a unique set of challenges. One of the most pressing would be how to manage the vast and complex subconscious of this global mind. The subconscious, with its primal urges and suppressed desires, could pose a significant threat to the stability of the collective. Imagine the collective nightmares of billions, the shared anxieties and fears amplified on a global scale. The potential for mass panic and hysteria would be very real. Managing these darker impulses would require the development of entirely new forms of psychological and social control, mechanisms for channeling the collective subconscious in positive and constructive ways. Another challenge would be the potential for conflict within the collective mind. Even with the eradication of secrecy and deception, differences of opinion and belief would undoubtedly arise. How would these disagreements be resolved in the absence of individual agency and the ability to dissent? The resilience of the collective brain would also be tested. In the face of trauma, loss, or existential threats, could the unified consciousness maintain its integrity and sense of purpose? Or would it fracture and fragment, sending humanity spiraling back into the chaos of individuality? The prospect of a world with a unified consciousness is both exhilarating and terrifying. It holds the promise of unparalleled progress, unity, and understanding, yet also presents profound challenges to our understanding of self, freedom, and the very nature of human existence. As we stand on the cusp of this potential evolutionary leap, it is crucial to approach the future with a sense of cautious optimism. We must strive to harness the potential of a unified consciousness while safeguarding the values and principles that make us human. The future of humanity may very well lie in finding a balance between the individual and the collective, between the need for autonomy and the desire for connection. If we can successfully navigate this complex terrain, the emergence of a unified consciousness could usher in a new era of peace, prosperity, and enlightenment for all humankind. This potential future, however, is not a preordained destiny, but rather a possibility that we must choose to create. The path to a unified consciousness will be fraught with challenges and uncertainties. Yet, the pursuit of such a profound transformation may be the ultimate test of our humanity. A testament to our enduring capacity for innovation, adaptation, and above all, our deep-seated longing for connection.